Look at this, it's so pretty. Right up there is a hiking trail, right there. That is what's called the Haiku Stairs, the Stairway to Heaven. I hiked those exact stairs in 2018, and I'll never forget. I'm on the stairs. I'm looking out at what I'm on right now. And this was my first time in Oahu. And I'm looking down and my mind is going, it's not possible. It's just not possible for me. I will never be able to live in Hawaii. I live right here now. I get to jog in this jungle and it's beautiful here. What is the difference between the person, me, that was up there on those stairs in 2018, looking out and thinking, not possible, I couldn't see the way. That person that was right there, up on that trail, look at where I am. I'm right here, looking up at where I was in 2018, where I thought it was impossible for me to be here. The difference and what I did to get from there to here was that I had to just believe. That can be a whole journey in and of itself, and I can help people, and I do help people to get from self-doubt to belief, to remove all those blocks that are limiting your belief, that you can't have that. When I was up there, I was hiking with a couple girls that I'd never met before. I went on an expedition. I paid someone to help me go up those stairs because they're pretty dangerous. This was back in 2018. They were successful entrepreneurs on Instagram, and I spent the entire hike comparing myself that I would never be like them. I'm not as pretty as them. I'm not as capable as them. And that life is just not for me. And it almost ruined the entire hiking trip because I spent the whole time comparing myself. I went home, and for the next 3 years, I just lived a lot of life. Something happened right around COVID time that really challenged me, to just go within and wrestle with those parts of myself that don't believe, and ask myself those questions like, why isn't it possible for me? So I started just honoring my desires, whether they felt far-fetched or ridiculous or impossible. Like, for instance, I want to be a singer. I'd love to move to Hawaii and be able to sing. There was no evidence that could ever come true, ever, on the planet. But what did I do? Life does conspire to help you. I do believe that. When I look back, it's like God is always nudging us forward, giving us little breadcrumbs. Are we listening? Are we listening? Do we believe God is a good God? God was giving me little breadcrumbs. It made no sense as a 44-year-old who had no idea how to read or write music to go buy a guitar and start writing songs and start singing like on the sidewalk in Oakland, California. I was so self-conscious. I was like, what am I doing? I'm such an imposter. Like, why am I here? So I just kept slowly following those feelings of expansiveness. And I bought a microphone and an amplifier, and I would sing in my room, and I would go live on Facebook sometimes. And I just kept practicing and sort of almost embodying the person in this moment in my apartment by myself, singing to a screen to, I don't know, anyone that I thought that might watch or listen, and practicing being the person that I imagined I could be, singing in Hawaii. And fast forward, I moved to Hawaii, and I was hired as a lead singer in a rock band. And I was singing at the International Marketplace in downtown Waikiki. This is not luck. This is tangible, clear steps with awareness to understand what you want, why you want it, how to get to where you want to go by taking actions, clear, intentional actions, and removing the things that are in the way. And you need support, you need tools, you need resources, you need knowledge. I'm in the process of building something so expansive, so clear, so supportive for our nervous systems, for those empathic, sensitive people that have been through a lot, and they just feel like, they were made for more. Well, you know what? It's time to break generational stuff. Start using your voice, start becoming visible, start using your gifts to bring in soul-aligned, heart-led, faith-filled wealth for yourself through your own genius, through your own creative gifts. You have the ability with your own hands to do things. I create things with my own hands, and then that creates more. And then I create more things with my own hands, and then it creates more. And you got to start from where you are. You might say, I don't have anything. I was bulimic, sticking my finger down my throat, 30 times a day, throwing up blood and vomiting my food up because I had such self-hatred for myself. I was an alcoholic, blacking out every single night, escaping myself. I had such deep self-hatred and shame. So don't anyone tell me that, oh, I don't have money, I don't have resources, you don't understand. I understand. I understand more than you could possibly even imagine. But do you want to know what the Word of God says? It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. What does that mean? Does that mean that you can do some things? Does that mean that you can do two things? Does that mean that you can only break through that stronghold or only move that mountain? No. It means you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. All things through yourself who strengthens you. All things through yourself who goes and chases and strives and bends into a pretzel and people pleases and is codependent. No. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, guides me, protects me, supports me, loves me, cherishes me, made me, died for me. There's a clear path to be able to go from where you are to where you want to be. Nothing is impossible.